Right. Good morning, everyone. Online students, good morning. Can you hear me? Can you see the screen? Can you please try to respond to the chat for me, guys? Online students, please check. Can you hear me? Can you see the screen? Please respond to the chat for me. Perfect. Perfect. Yes. A very, very good morning, guys. Let's start our today's session. So, guys, yes, before starting our today's sessions, as always, let us just try to have a very, very small, a quick recap on the concepts which are covered in our yesterday's session. From yesterday onwards, we started discussing about JSP also. Actually, in our advanced Java, starting 20 25 days, we discussed about JDBC. Of course, we covered JDBC. After that, we started servlets. So basically, when you're speaking about servlets, please tell me in how many ways we can create a servlet? Three ways. First one is by implementing servlet interface. Second one is by extending generic servlet. Third one is by extending HTTP with servlet interface. Absolutely not recommended. Why it is not recommended? Why? Because in servlet interface, basically there are totally 5 abstract methods are there. So if we are trying to create a servlet by implementing servlet interface, basically we need to override all the 5 abstract methods. So, it's not actually recommended. But could you please tell me what are those 5 methods? What is the first one? Init. After that, service. Come on, start from the beginning. First one, init, service, destroy, get servlet info, get servlet config. Now, init method, is it a parameterized method or non-parameterized method? How many parameters? Type, servlet config. Now, tell me what is the difference between servlet config and servlet context? Servlet config is unique for every servlet. Absolutely perfect. And servlet context is shared between entire project. Come on, guys. I already told you. You need to remember that. Right. So, of course, up to now, we started creating some servlets by using generic servlet. And after that, yesterday onwards, we started discussing about JSP also. Right. So, there are some different tags are there: scripting tags, directive tags, action tags. You already wrote all these tags in your notes. Yesterday, we just used only scriptlet tag. Just we used only scriptlet tag, and remaining all the tags also will be using them. That is for sure. But from today onwards, we are going to discuss about MVC architecture. As a matter of fact, we will be trying to create a project on this MVC architecture. And in the process of creating the project, we will be using JDBC, we will be using servlets, and of course, we will be using JSP also. All those three we'll try to keep them, mix, and we'll try to get a project. Am I clear with that? Okay. So first, today we'll discuss about MVC architecture. Very simple model view controller architecture. MVC means model view controller architecture. Okay. Now, what is model? Model. Model means, your database logic. Database logic. DAO classes, bean classes. Wait, what is actually bean? Okay. If you want to call a class as a bean class, Nana, this today's session plays a very crucial role. Believe me when I'm saying this. Trust me. Today's session. Okay. Again, question is, what is a bean class? If you want to call a class as a bean class, that particular class should be having 4 properties. 4 properties it should be having. But before saying all those 4 properties, the very first point you need to remember is bean class is a reusable component. What is the word? Reusable component. Directly, right now, you may not be able to understand what do you mean by reusable component. But once we do some projects, then you will be able to understand what is exactly the meaning of reusable component. So just as of now, remember the word reusable component. I like to explain this concept of reusable component in code. When you're writing the code, at the time we'll be able to understand. Okay. Now, coming back to the properties of a bean class. Properties of a bean class. Step one, point one. Your class should be inheriting a marker interface known as serializable. Do you remember marker interfaces? What is actually a marker interface? Empty interface. There will not be any variables or any methods. And there are two examples for marker interfaces are there. First one is serializable. Next one is clonable. Clonable, right? Now, again, coming back, I'm speaking about bean class. What is a bean class? We can call a class as a bean class if that class is accepting or else if that class is satisfying four properties. First one, that class should be inheriting serializable. Step two, make all your class variables as private. One more time. Make your class. First thing is you need to inherit serializable interface. Second one, make all your class variables as private variables. Third one, provide public setters and getters to those private variables. Public setters and getters. I guess we are speaking about encapsulation. Of course. Provide public setters and getters. And finally, last point is write a default constructor. Public default constructor. Public constructor. Are you getting the point here? So 4 points, 4 properties that bean class should be having. Please tell me what is the first one? That class should inherit serialization. After that, please make all our class properties as private. After that, provide setters and getters. After that, write a public default constructor in that class. Now that class is a bean class. Basically, bean class means it is a reusable component. It is a reusable component. Okay. Now coming back to MVC architecture model. When you're speaking about model, that particular model module deals with database logic. Means all our database connections, URL, username, password, connection interface, statement, prepared statement, all these will be coming under model. Along with that, bean classes also. Bean class. So when you're speaking about model, we need to deal with Java bean class, and that bean class will be dealing with the DAO layer, data access object layer. DAO layer means database connectivity. That's it. Okay, let me go for one more time. What do you mean by model? Just what you understand? What do you mean by model? What do you mean by model? What you understand? Feel free to frame your own words. Frame your own words. Anything. Just what you understand, tell me. Model. Anyone? No. Please don't take this in a light manner. Just now I explained what is actually a model. I did not give any theory. I explained you what is model. Can you frame the sentence? What is a model? Go ahead. Frame. Frame your sentences. Yeah, you can go like that. Sir, model is a module in our project which consists of everything related to database connections. Done. Done. Everything related to database connection. When we say everything, it will be database connections, it will be bean classes, it will be DAO layer. Come on, guys. You need to frame your own words. That is actually model. View. View means the end product which will be seen by the users. Means view will be created by using HTML or JSP. HTML or JSP. Controller, obviously, servlet logic. You know, what is the work of a servlet? What is the work of a servlet? That's it. To accept the request, process the request, generate the response. That is nothing but controller logic. MVC, model view controller architecture. Our projects will be related to this architecture only. Please keep your citing as MVC architecture and note down this in your notes. Go ahead. Be fast. Please note down this. From this red color represents what this red color represents? Request. From view, request will be coming. That request will be taken care by servlet. Servlet is going to send that request to model. From the model, that is Java Beans, we are going to connect with the DAO layer. From the DAO layer, it will be connecting to the database. Again, it will be giving the response back to the DAO layer. DAO layer to the Java Beans to the controller, controller to the HTML or JSP. Done? Not even a question, just a small question. What is a Java Bean? Is it completed? Yes? Please, not even a small question. What is a Java Bean? A Java Bean is a Java Bean is a reusable component. A Java Bean is a reusable component which should be having which should be having below mentioned four properties. A Java Bean is a reusable component which should be having below mentioned four properties. What are those four? What is the first one? Inherit class should inherit. Just a second. Please tell me what is the first one? Class should inherit serializable. Point number two. Don't write. Wait. Point number two. Make all our variables as private variables. Point number three. Provide setters and getters for these private variables. Point number four. Write public default constructor. Good. Please write all those 4 points for me. Online students, if completed, kindly please try to message me in the chat. Please don't buy heart the concept. Understand it. All right. Is it done? Okay. Now, guys, when we started with servlet, last week. Last week, Saturday. Yes? Yes or no? Last week, Saturday, we started with servlet. And when I started servlet, on that day, I clearly told you, guys, 1 week. Attend offline classes correctly for 1 week. After that, your wish, I said. 1 week completed? By tomorrow, 1 week completed. By tomorrow. Yes or no? Starting 2 days, okay, people came offline. I'm speaking about offline. Starting 2 days. After that, what happened? Staying in hostels. Sweat coming, climbing 3 floors. Come on, guys. If you're not having at least 1 week of patience, how can you expect to get clear that interview? Anyways, today, from today onwards, we'll start with MVC architecture. My intention is by today and tomorrow, we'll complete one MVC project. One project will complete. Just a simple idea. If you are able to understand this, remaining projects easily will be able to do this. That is why I told you 1 week, just for 1 week. And people are too lazy to come to here. Anyways, all right. So no worries. Let's start with our MVC project. Feel free to open your laptops. There are some terminologies are there. Feel free to keep, please eyes on the board once. There are some terminologies are there like set attribute, get attribute, remove attribute, get attribute names. All these terminologies, not exactly in theory. Let's try to see this in code. If you're trying to see this in code, then you will be getting more clarity on this. Okay. Come on, open your laptops, please. Everyone, open your laptops. Done? Okay. Now, see, right from starting of our advanced Java classes, I'm saying you, if you want to create a project, first we are supposed to have an idea what we want to create. You need to imagine the output I said, right? We will be trying to create a project. There are two parts are there. This is part one and this is part two. Part two, we'll see that tomorrow. Let's today try to complete this part one. Observe it. Just observe the diagram. Please observe the diagram. Okay. Index.html. In index.html, we are having two things. Add EMP details, view EMP details. Okay. So if I gave a click on add EMP details, okay. If I gave a click on add EMP details, it should be redirected to emp.html. In that, employee ID, employee first name, last name, salary, address, and submit. Submit button. Wait, we are having employee table in our database now. Did you remember that? As it is the same. Same columns are there, right? Okay. If we gave a click on submit, it should be redirected to add employee servlet. So in the form action, let us try to take AES, A, add, E, employee, S, servlet, URL. I'm speaking about URL. Okay. So we should be going to add employee servlet. In this, from add employee servlet, we need to contact employee bean class, employee bean class. From that, we need to go with the DAO layer. DAO layer means database information should be there, database connection should be there, and add EMP DAO, and we need to connect to the database. That's the scenario. So right now, our target is we will try to add employee details into the database by using MVC architecture. This is part one today. View employee details. We'll look at this by tomorrow. Is that okay? Let's try. Let's go. Start. Let us try to create a project application. Okay. How many applications got completed? 6 got done. Okay. Let's go with app 7. Right click, new, dynamic web project, app 7, dynamic web module version 4.0. Give a click on next, next, generate web.xml, deployment descriptor. Okay. Now, after creating the project, what we need to do? Add the jar file. Hang on. Add the jar file in the project build path. Up to now, how many jar files we have added? One. What is that? Servlet API. And right now in our project, we need to connect with the database also. So obviously we need to add one more jar. What is that? Database jar file. You know that? Yes. JDBC jar file, amma. Is it present or gone? Gone, huh? Is it present? Please, please let us try to add the jar file. Right click on the project, go to build path, configure build path, add external jars. Mine is OJDBC6. I'm selecting both the jar files, OJDB6 and Servlet API. Give a click on open, apply, apply and close. Now, both the jar files will be coming under reference libraries. Now, okay, is it done? Is it done? Okay. Now, I want you to do one more small change here. There are, whenever you are dealing with MEC architecture, there are some situations or scenarios where your database jar file, please listen, please listen. There are some situations where your database jar file will not be directly recognized by Eclipse, even though we have added in the build path. We already added in the build path, but sometimes Eclipse will not be able to identify that. Just to how to say, precaution, just like a precaution, do one thing. Please copy your jar file, copy, go to the desktop. In your desktop, you are having your DB jar. You are having your DB jar folder. Copy it and come back to Eclipse, SRC, main, web app, webinf, lib. In lib folder, please try to paste. Just try to paste. That's it. Done. Okay. All right. Now, buddy, you, where we need to do this? Say loudly. You already added the jar. Only adding is enough. What I just said right now. Tell me what I said just now. What is the problem for you to listen? You. Why you are disturbing him? Because of you, he is getting this. One more time. Guys, one more time. Adding the jar file, done. You know how to do that. You added the jar file in the build path. Done. Again, whenever you are dealing with MVC architecture, sometimes your Eclipse will not recognize the jar file, especially database jar file, which is present in your build path. So what we need to do? We need to copy paste the jar file in the lib folder. Where is that lib folder? Here. Please expand SRC. Expand SRC. There you will be having web app. Expand web app. There you should be having WebINF. Expand WebINF. There you will be having lib folder. Can you see that? Inside that lib folder, you need to copy the jar file, database jar file manually. Where is your jar file present? Desktop. In desktop, dbjar folder is there. Go to that dbjar folder, copy it, and please paste it in this lib folder. Okay. If you are not doing this, sometimes what happen, your jar file will be there, but your database will not be getting connected. You will be coming to me and ask me, sir, everything is done. No, please listen clearly. That's what I told you. First program, if you're understanding the first concepts clearly, remaining will be very, very, very easy. Okay, done. We added the jar files. Okay, now let's try to, okay, now let's try to follow our layout. First, tell me which file we need to create. Index.html. Let's go. Where we need to create? Web app or WebINF? Web app. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Create. Right click on web app. Go to new. Select HTML. And here I'm gonna give the name as index. Give proper names. Give proper names. Index.html. Give a click on next and finish. So here, first let me just try to go like H1, and just let me try to keep it like this. After that, I'll deal with the center tag. Okay, center tag. Now I'm going to write here, add EMP details. Let me go like an anchor tag, add EMPLYE employee DEDI details, DAILS details. Just let me try to close the anchor tag. I'm just going to write two break statements. Add employee details. After that, one more, view employee details. Here I'm going to write view employee details. Now here for add employee details, href emp.html. Let me go like add emp.html, and for view, just let me try to write href view, just like this. Enough. Just like this. And after that, obviously, we need to add index.html in our web.xml. Web.xml welcome file list. It is directly there. Index.html. Okay, done. Now, just we'll do one thing. Suggest me a name for this project. Suggest me a name. Employee data. Let's go like employee portal. That's better actually. So here I'll go with you and yeah, EMPLOYE employee PORTL employee portal. Let me just try to go like BR and BR. Okay. Now let's try to execute and let's see. Right click, run on server, select the server, remove everything, just give a click on finish. Okay. And yeah, employee portal, add employee details, view employee details. I'm able to get the data. Right. Now we'll do one thing. Here I just, you know what? Let's, okay. Employee portal. Right. Done. Now, if I gave a click on add employee details, if I gave a click on add employee details, I should be redirected to emp.html. You know anchor tags, how anchor tags will work. So we already created index.html. Now please tell me what we need to create. What we need to create, add emp.html. That's what I have given in the code now. Where is the code? Where is the code? Add emp. Let's go. Let's try to create web app. Right click on web app, go to new, select HTML, add emp dot html, give a click on next and finish. Please make sure to give exactly the same name. Add emp.html. Okay, now yes, just let me try to go like h1 center tag. Okay, now here also I just want to write you employee data, insert employee data. After that, just let me go like a form. Okay, form action. What I told you, AES method post. Okay, form action done. Now after that, EMP ID, EMPLOIE employee ID, input type equal to text, input type equal to text, name equal to EID. Okay, just let me try to write two break statements. This is employee ID. After that, employee first name, last name, salary, address, employee ID, employee FIRST, first name, employee last name, employee salary, and employee address. EF name, EL name, ESAL, E address. And after that, just let me try to write input type equal to submit value. I just want to write submit or else register, register. That's it. So if I refresh, add employee details. Okay, that's it. I got my data. Here, just want to write one more break statement. Okay, insert employee ID, first name, last name, salary, address, and register. Is it done? No? Right, right, right. No problem, right? Okay. Is it done? Girls, completed? Boys, done? Good, great. All right. Now, please create a package. Package. When I say package, you know where you need to create under SRC, and please keep your package name as com.bean. Com.bean package. New package com.bean. Bin. Small letters. All small letters. Com.bean. Finish. Now, inside this, let us try to create a bean class. New class, normal Java class. And please make sure to give your class name as EMPLOI employee bean. Class name is employee bean. Finish. Okay. Now this is a bean class. Tell me what is the first property? Bean class. Implements serializable. After that, what is the second property? Make all your variables as private. Wait. Now the question is, what are those variables? How many variables we need to take? Please tell me five variables. What are those? EID, employee first name, last name, salary, address. Now, listen to me, guys. It's not mandatory that you need to go with exactly the same names. Come on, these are column names. You can go with any names, no problem. I advise, let's go like private string EMP underscore ID. Okay. And after that, EMP underscore F name, EMP underscore L name, private int EMP salary, private string EMP address. I have taken int here. Why? Because it's a number. Yes. No, not like my. I'm having a trouble with my eyes. Sometimes you'll be getting that white color. Right now, I'm unable to see them clearly. Code color click. I'm getting blur. Give me a minute. You get it sometimes like this. You will be unable to focus. You will be getting some white color lines. Yeah, right now I'm getting lines in this part of my eye. Right? You will also be getting if you are looking at the code for too much time, you'll be able to get that. Okay. Now, so yeah, please let me get back here. Private string EMP ID, private string first name, last name, private int EMP salary, and I believe you understood why I have taken int. Why? Because here we are having salary as number. Okay. Now after that, EMP address. All right. Please tell me when you're speaking about a bean class, that particular bean class should be having some properties. First one is implementing. See, please respond. First one is implementing serializable. Next one is making all our variables as private. What is the third one? Provide setters and getters. Alt Shift S, generate setters and getters, select all, generate, and you know the shortcut. The shortcut for generating setters and getters is Alt plus Shift plus S. Alt Shift S. Now, if you write like that, you will be getting an option generate getters and setters. Please give a click on that and select all. Select all. If you give a click on that, you will be getting an option like select all. Give a click on OK. So all setters and getters will be getting generated. Now, after that, if it is a bean class, you know that we need to write one public default constructor. Okay. Public employee employee bean. No need to write anything. Just write a constructor. Just write a constructor. That's it. Done. Okay. Just write a constructor. Just write a constructor. That's it. Not more than that. Okay. Now create one more package. Please make sure to give the package name as com.dao. Right click, go to new, select package com.dao. DAO. Inside that package, please create an interface. 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 DBINFO. DB info. Interface. Okay. Right. Is it done? Did you create an interface? Okay. Now inside this interface, I want you to write three variables, make them as static final variables. What are those variables? URL, DB URL, DB username, DB password. Go ahead, please write. You know that inside an interface, every variable is by default public static final. Okay. Now, in the same package, DAO package, I want you to create one more class known as DB Connect. Same package, create one more class known as DB Connect. DB Connect. And you know to write the connect method. Feel free to write the connect method, DB Connect. Do you remember? JDBC connect method, right? I'm just trying to modify this here, a little bit more security. Could you please tell me what is our driver name, if anyone remember? Driver, ORACL, Oracle dot JDBC dot Oracle DRIVR, Oracle driver. After that, let me just DRIVR driver, just a second, DRIVR driver manager dot get connection, and here we'll write db info dot URL db info dot username db info dot password. Just let me try to write this. See, of course, here equal to con and catch catch exept and exception e. Just let me try to write e dot print print stack trace method. Just for our understanding purpose, system dot out dot println database connection achieved. Database connection achieved. Okay, that's it. Done. It's a static block. After that, just let me try to write public static static CONNECTON connection get con, just a normal method, get con RETURN return con. That's it. First have this. Sneha says, sir, where we create com.davo, we need to create com.davo inside SRC. So right click on SRC, go to new, create a package, and your package will be created like this. It may seem like it is present out of this SRC, but no, it is actually inside this SRC only, no problem. Now, Sushma, sir, why interface? Why not use class? Okay. The very first point is whenever we are dealing with interface, you know that we will be able to get 100% abstraction. 100% abstraction. You know, in interface, just if I write like this, okay, enough. As a matter of fact, if I write just like this, enough. No need to write public static final. Yes or no? Why? Because, you know, inside an interface, every variable is by default public static final. Final variable. Variable. Every variable is by default public static final. Every method is by default public abstract. So just if you write the variables, enough, additional security, right? Now tell me one thing, is it a static variable? Yes. Is it also a static variable? Yes. No need to specifically mention that. Core Java. This is Core Java. Yeah, yes. Sushant, I hope it's clear, buddy. Please respond. Okay, that is good. Is it done? No? Right, right, right. No problem, right? Take time. What is happening in line number 12? What I wrote in line number 12, it is a static block. Static block. Guys, if it is completed, then I'll move on to the next page. Online students, please make sure to message me if it is done. Okay, Shruti sir, why an empty method in DB Connect? Oh my God. Is it an empty method? Is it a method? Guys, Nana, everyone, tell me, what is this? Which constructor? What is the use of a private constructor? I'm impressed. Private constructor, whenever declaring a constructor as private, you will not be able to create an object for this class in any other classes. I'm restricting creating an object for this class. Security. Yes. Chandra. Yes. Singleton. Come on. Is it done? Take time, guys. No problem. First MVC project. Let's go slowly. Not at all a trouble. And people who already coded, I request you to kindly please wait for everyone. Just wait for 2 to 3 minutes. Online students, I want you to please make sure to message me, okay? If you're not messaging me, I'll not be able to know whether it's done or not. So check the spellings correctly. Done? Done? Okay. Boys, first row. Is it done? Done? Last. Completed coding? Boys, done? Completed, Amma? Completed? Completed? Good. All right. Now, okay. Guys, eyes on the board, please. Index.html. Say done. Say done. Index.html. Done. emp.html. Done. dbinfo. What is this dbinfo? It is an interface. But why I have taken interface? Why? Because, only in this interface, I just took URL, username and password. If I need to change my database later, simply I'll be able to change it here. No need to change the entire code. You are getting the point here, right? Okay. So DB info done. DB connect. In DB connect class, I wrote my connect method, get con. The return type for this get con method is connection interface, and that is exactly what I'm trying to initialize by using my static variable. Static variable, right? Okay, okay, okay. Done. Now after that, we need to create add emp DAO. Remember, please remember, did we created our servlet? Still, we did not create a servlet. Keep that point in mind. Please keep that point in mind, okay? Right now, we need to create add emp DAO. Let's go. In the same DAO package, com.dao, in the same DAO package, go to new, select class, and add EMPDAO. Add EMPDAO. Now, inside this add EMPDAO, let us try to write a method. Public, okay, void, public void insert, EMP data, insert EMP data. I want to make it as a parameterized method. Let me make it as employee bean. Just let me try to write EB, employee bean. Now I want to get my connection. Okay. DB connect. In DB connect, this is basically a static method. So simply DB connect dot get con, all right, equal to con belongs to connection interface. You know what? Let me just try to write this inside a try catch catch. Okay, and here I'm going to write exe between exception e dot print stack trace method. Okay, get con. Now, yeah, of course, I'll be able to call my prepared statement. Prepared statement. Okay, let's try to call con dot prepared prepare statement. Insert insert, insert into employee employee values. Okay, employee values, one, two, three, sorry, two, three, four, five question marks I have given, equal to PSTMT belongs to prepared statement. You already know this. You already know this. Okay. Now we need to set the values. Sure. PSTMT dot set string one. And here I need to give, okay, boys, girls, if you don't mind, please stop coding for 2 minutes. Seriously, for 2 minutes. Okay. Listen, we already covered JDBC. Right now, insert into employee values one, two, three, four, five. Could you please tell me what is the first question mark? Employee ID. Next question mark, employee first name, last name, salary, address. Now, one means employee ID. We need to give the employee ID. How we need to give? We will be using employee bean. In employee bean class, we are already having these variables, and setter methods are there. Getter methods are also there, na? Come on. Okay. Now here, what I'm going to do here, just employee bean EB dot get employee ID. Sir, but we did not set the IDs. We will set the IDs. Wait for it. Wait for it. Get employee ID. Same. Okay. Just a minute. Just a second, guys. Okay. Now, after that, here, okay, two, three, four, five. Please tell me two, three, four, five. What is the next one? Get EMP first name. After that, get EMP last name. After that, get EMP. Oh, just a second. Here, get EMP salary. After that, get EMP address. And you know the reason why we are getting an error at line number 20. Could you please tell me why we are getting an error at line number 20? I mean, come on, sir. Salary, that is int. Oh, sorry. Set int. Just let me try to write like this. Am I clear with this? Now, after that, we need to call a method. Which method we need to call? Execute. Gonna. Gonna. Execute query. 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 Tell me the code. Please tell me the code. PSTMT dot execute execute update. Now here I'll do one thing. You know what? Let me try to take int ROWCOUNT row count equal to 0. Now here equal to row count, and And I'm going to make this method return type as int return return row count. Now tell me, if this method is returning zero, if this method is returning zero, what do you mean by that? Updations did not happen in the database. If the method is returning one, data is inserted. Yes or no? Come on, up to here first. Have this. Go ahead. First, right up to here. How many of you completed this? Okay, down. I'll wait for 3 minutes. After that, I'll write the servlet. 3 minutes. 2 minutes. One minute. 1 minute. Okay. I guess it's done. Now, coming back to our layout, we done with index.html, emp.html, employee bean, done, db info, done, db connect, done, add empdao, done. Now let's deal with add emp servlet. I want you to create one more package, com.servlet. Please create one more package, new package, com.servlet. Uh, Fine, it's okay, no problem. Com.servlet package. Now inside this, I want you to create a class. What is the class here? Add emp servlet. Add emp servlet. Add emp servlet. Okay. Now, guys, please listen. Up to now, up to yesterday, we discussed about generic servlet. Done. Completed. Generic servlet is done. Let's actually try to jump into the real time. That is HTTP servlet. Let's go. Extends HTTP servlet. And here you need to override PROTACTD protected void do post. Make sure to write the annotation override HTTP servlet request REQ comma HTTP servlet response RES and then THRWS throws servlet exception comma IO exception. Okay. Please make sure to write at the rate override. Please make sure to write at the rate override. As we are extending HTTP servlet, you will not be getting any error. Why? Because all the methods are already overridden. You need to override your own methods. Please check. Guys, tell me one thing. Is this P small letter or capital letter? Capital letter. If you're writing small letter, you will be getting an error. So please make it as capital letter. Make sure to write this annotation. You'll be able to understand. Please make sure to write the annotation. Go ahead. Done? Okay. Now let's try to create an object for employee bean. Okay. Employee bean object equal to, just let me go like emp bean, or else e bean belongs to employee bean. Okay. Now I want to set the values. Set the values. Okay. E bean dot set emp id request dot get a parameter, and here I'll be going with all right, guys, I'm sorry, listen, please listen, just stop your coding for 2 minutes. Please stop your coding for 2 minutes, believe me. Stop. Close. No, seriously, close your laptops, please close. Close. Okay. Now here, first in my servlet, two to three things you need to keep in mind. The very first point is, if you are just writing extending HTTP servlet, you will not be getting any error. You will not be getting any error. Previously, when we write extend generic servlet, we are getting an error. Yes. Why we are getting an error? Why? Because we need to override the service method. But here HTTP servlet, all the methods are already overridden. We can write our own methods, no problem. So you will not be getting any error. Now, whenever you are writing do post method, no, my question is, when we need to write do post method in our HTML, what is the method you are using here? Then in the servlet also you need to write do post. In HTML, if you are using get, then in servlet also we need to use do get. Remember that. All right. And please make sure to write this annotation. If you are not writing annotation, for example, if I write like this, am I getting any error? No. But this method will not be recognized. That method will not be recognized. Just to getting confirmation whether our method is right or wrong, make sure to write the annotation override. See, immediately we are getting an error. Okay, post. Now I created an object for employee bean class. You know that in employee bean class, we are having setters and getters. Setters and getters. Actually, in DAO, we are using, complete my sentence. In DAO class, we are using getter methods. Means obviously we need to set the values now. So in my servlet, I created an object for my employee bean. Now after that, e bean dot set emp id request dot request dot get parameter, and here I need to go with the index.html. What is the name I have given? EID. As it is same. As it is same. Okay. Now here EID, first name, last name, salary, address. EID. After that, what is this? First name. After that, last name. After that, salary, and after that, address. Now here we need to go with EF name. Please make sure to check the spellings correctly. If you're not giving the spellings correctly, you will be getting null. Okay. EF name. After that, EL name. After that, E sal. After that, E address. Now, you know the reason why actually we are getting like this. Why? Because, set EMP sal is expecting int, right? So here, let me just try to cut integer dot percent. I'm just trying to write like this. Done. Now I set the values. Now I set the values. Now tell me one thing. Can I call this method? Can I call this method? Insert data. Where is this method present? Add empdavo. Okay. New add empdavo. Now here I'm going to create an object DAO OBJ DAO underscore. Okay, DAO object, or else I'll do one thing. DAO object belongs to add EMP DAO. Now DAO OBJ dot, I'm going to call insert EMP data. Now this method is a parameterized method. We need to pass the object. Which object we need to pass? Employee bean. I already created a bean class. That's exactly what I'm trying to pass. That's it. Now, what is the return type for that method? Int, ROWCOUNT, row count. Now here simply I'm going to write if row count is equal to 0, system.out.println data, employee data, not INSERTD, not inserted, else SYSO, uh, SYSO, employee data, INSER inserted, SUSESSFRY successfully. Now, let me just try to check. Select star from employee, set the line size 200 and okay, so I'm having employee ID up to 109. Let me just try to take employee ID as 201. Shall I execute my project? Let's try to execute. Okay, right click, run as, run on server. Oh, sorry, my mistake. For servlet, we need to add the web servlet annotation. And what is the annotation we have used? AES. Where in index dot, no, in add emp dot AES na? Yes, that is exactly what I have given here. Now let us just try to execute. Right click, run as, run on server. Give a click on OK. Let's see. Server started. Okay. Add employee details, employee ID. I'm going to write 201. Employee name. Let me just try to write, uh, tell me a name. Anurag. ANURAG. RAG. Last name Chowdhury. CHOWDARY. And salary some 29,000. Address Hyderabad. Let's see. I'm giving a click on register. Remember, if everything is correct, I should be getting the data displayed in the console. Why? Because in my servlet, I use system.println. As of now, I'm not using any JSP. Let me first try to check whether I'm able to successfully insert the data into the database or not. Shall we? Let's go. And coming here, 3, 2, 1. Coming here, database connection achieved, employee data inserted successfully. Let us just try to check now here. uh, 9 rows. Is the data inserted? Up to now, enough. Today, up to here, enough. Tomorrow, we'll see. After inserting this, I'll redirect this to JSP by using request dispatcher. We use request dispatcher now, right? So let me, online students, I believe it's clear, guys. Up to now, online students, feel free to respond to the chat for me, please. Yes. Sir, Sushant, you're asking, sir, how to know how many packages and which class should be created in which package? That completely depends upon your project modules. How many modules are there? According to your project modules, you need to create the package. That's it. Okay. Now, Satyanan asking, do post, do get methods contains only in HTTP servlet? Absolutely yes. Yes. Okay. So please make sure to complete this program. If you want to take a pic, feel free to take a pic. I'm done for today. Tomorrow we'll be trying to complete with our remaining concepts of this layout employee class. See, one more time I am saying, guys, people who are staying in Amirpet, Sanar, Maitreyaram, feel free to attend. Trust me, you love it. Okay. And SNAS is employee bean. This is, where is employee bean? This is employee bean, right? Not done. In your system is not done. You already completed. Now, what is there in this? No, I'll just show you this one only. Only employees only. That's it. Done. I'm not going to start from the beginning. You already know this. Figure this out. Figure this out. Okay. Dot. Uh, DAO is also important. Feel free to complete this by tomorrow. Right? What about DB Connect? You know DB Connect? You complete DB Connect now? Enough. 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 Carry on. So that's it, guys. That's it for today. That's it for today. We'll be trying to continue this again by tomorrow. Thank you, guys. Thanks for listening. See you tomorrow. Have a great day.